Hi, I'd like to show you eCropScout. We're going to look now at the insect disease and scouting sheet. And when you come into this, like the other programs, you can pull in a logo of your farm name, or if you're a business, you can pull that into that area. We come up here, we can put in a client name, we'll call them Top Farmer. And then we'll put in back 40, and then the date. You get a wheel here, that date wheel, so you can put in any month you want or date you want, and save that, and then it automatically puts it in the date area. And then you have this the crop area, so we'll stick in alfalfa. You can put in planting depth or population if that matters to you. And then you have soil moisture, you have wet, you have dry, you have sufficient, slightly wet, and slightly dry. So we can put in average crop conditions, stage of growth for alfalfa. Since we put alfalfa in here, it automatically populates the crop stage. We can put in 3 to 6 inches. Percent county planted won't be really relevant in this case with alfalfa. And then you put in your state. Let's just say we're Iowa. It populates the counties, or Black Hawk County for Iowa. Then this has the same thing, if it's irrigated or not. You can put in a consultant's name, scout's name, and then you have the same kind of map program where you can go in here and you can move around and find your field. You can zoom in or out, whatever you want to do, and then you can save it into the photo library. And then you can also draw a map here. So let's say we're going to put in a field that looks like this with a building site. We can mention that we have issues on this side, or maybe that's a certain variety, that type of thing. Maybe we have certain insects down in this area here. You can put in whatever you want. You can clear it out. You can redraw it. Once you get done, you can save it, and it goes into the photo library. And then we go back here. You can do a camera, take a picture of something in the field that you want that's relevant, or you can take a picture of the field itself. And then you would go. You could also go get a map. So we can go in here and we can say, okay, here's my field. I just want to mark it. Let everyone know where it's at. Or maybe I've got some issues right in this area that I want to point out. You can do that. Anything, whether you maybe have a poor stand in a certain area, maybe you have a certain variety that is on this side that you want to point something out versus the variety on this side. So there's lots of ways you can draw. You can draw in words, anything you want to do there. And then you would save that into the photo library, and then we just go back here, go back to the eCropScout, and then now we go down to the area where we start putting in the insects and disease issues. We have scattered, moderate, severe, and patches. So any of these will correspond to that scattered, moderate, severe, and patches. You can have scattered to patches in a field, and then you have percent insects, plants infected, percent plants with larvae. Percent plants infected up there. So it corresponds with whatever type of reading you need to have for each one of these. You can change these. You can put a different one in that spot. You can actually put other in there and type in your own, and it'll save it into the library once you type it in. And the same thing over here. You can change these around to, if you wanted to show, instead of number per plant, you could put percent plants infected, whatever you want to do on that. And then Same thing occurs with the disease side of this. You can put in any of these. You can add in diseases that you don't have, and you can put in any of this that you want. And then down at the bottom here, it's the same thing. We can put in the application area, maybe half the field, maybe the northwest corner, whatever you want to do, maybe the whole field. You can put in a rate, units. You've got Warrior 7 pounds, different products in there per so many square feet or per acre, whatever you're doing. You got additives over here, so anything you want to put in for a recommendation. And then this works the same way. If you want to add a map to that, you go back here to the library and you pull out you attach a map to this file, and then we create a PDF file, and we'll do a colored one. And so again, the front page will be the scouting sheet, and the back page or the second page will be the map that you attached. If you didn't attach a map, then there is no second page. And so that was made into a PDF. Now we got to save it, and we'll save it into, I'd like to save it in iBooks. You could do Dropbox, anything like that. iBooks is free and can be added to the iPad. I'll stick it into iBooks, and then there it is. You have different scouting sheets and maps attached. And then what you can do is you can click on one of them, and then you can email it or print it. I can email it to myself, I can email it to the grower, I can email it to my seed dealer, to my chemical person, anything I want to do on that. It emails as a PDF file. They can keep it in their files, and you just have to go pick which one you want, and then they're sitting in here. So that's the way to work the program and to email it. Thank you.